We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Here comes Roy Jones Jr., 159 pounds. He's 24 years old. He's got the nickname Captain Hook, and he'll be facing Sergio Maravilla Martinez. He weighed in at 72.6 kilos. He's 178 centimeters tall and has a reach of 185.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Here is the Marvel, Sergio Martinez. He's the former unified middle.
This bout is...
You can tell both. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Only catching air with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
Good work. Now that's it. Now
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
The perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missing with the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three
Completely.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. That punch landed. He blocks the hook. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. A big whiff with the right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That seemed like an eternity.
All your work all the way to
Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter lands. Counter punch. Nice defense on that hook. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Catch and shoot. Can't find a home for that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford.
this fight, and now you gotta let him get back.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
So close with that uppercut. stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. The perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is...
Come on. We've let him back into the fight.
This is the beginning of round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have...
Right.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. You'd like to see more jabs. They block the uppercut. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And down goes Jones Jr. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Still here, still not big news, I got points to prove. There ain't no